New York Red Bulls host New England for an all East Conference MLS fixture on Saturday. Whilst they're 6th and 4th respectively, there's only 1 point between them. How will this match play out? Well, let's hear what our guest has to say, introducing SBR Contributor Kevin Stott. Now, I think the home advantage is key here, as the Red Bulls' home win record is double that of New England. Are we looking at a home win?
Yeah, I think we are, Natalie, just because of the situation, and like you say, the site is very important here. Also, one big thing is New England, even though they're slightly ahead of New York right now, they're struggling. They've lost 4 straight games. You know, in a league where you can even tie or draw, they've lost 4 in a row. They've lost 5 out of 6 actually, so they're scuffling. So I think New York gets them here with Bradley Wright Phillips maybe getting a goal, and the home site being the determining factor, in my opinion.
Well, I tell you what, you know, if we are going for the New York Red Bulls, they've got some good odds. 1.83 Bet365, the draw's 3.5 Bet365, and New England 4.5 888 Sport. So would you take the New York Red Bulls as a straight bet?
I think I would, yeah. In this particular situation, just because of the fact that the Revolution is scuffling. New York's feeling a little bit better about themselves. It is at home. The last 4 times these teams have played, there have been plenty of goals. 2-1, 2-2, 2-1, 2-1. So all 4 went over. All 4, both teams to score would have hit with the yes. So this is a sort of a chaotic little local northeastern United States series in a way. So this, and it's summer too. The ball bounces better in the summer. The teams are more nervous. New England's going to be nervous here, Natalie, that New York is going to catch them in the standings, and they probably will. New England is really good at home. They had a 17-game unbeaten streak up until last week, which was stopped. But they're really good at home, like most teams, and they're really average or mediocre or bad sometimes on the road. So I think that's the determining factor here, is that this game is in Harrison, New Jersey, where the New York Red Bulls call home.
I agree. The reverse match saw 2-1 win to New England, but like you said, they do come from a string of losses now, and then they don't have the home advantage. So what can they expect to get out of this match, say in terms of scoring or goals?
I think just your typical cookie-cutter soccer match, a 2-1 game with both teams scoring, the home team getting the 2 goals because of the situation, probably scoring first, and just finding a way to get the 3 points because they need them. We're coming up on the All-Star break here, so teams are going to start thinking about playoff positioning. And though both these teams, I expect them to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Okay. The game here is probably a little bit more important to New York and just the home pride. And New England, if they lost 4 in a row, are they instantly going to wake up in New York? I don't think so. I think that the best they can hope for is a draw here, but I think New York finds a way to beat them. Yeah.
And I'm glad you said both teams to score here, because one of the bets I was looking at was New York Red Bulls and both teams to score combined, which brings in very nice odds there. 3.6 Bet365.
See that? I like that. I really like that. This is the type of game that something like that is great, because New England is not a bad. You can tell by their record they're not a bad team. Like you said, they beat them 2-1 at Gillette Stadium, so they're not scared of New York. So they're going to come in, and even if they score first, New York should be able to tie it and then find a way to win. But this is the game that type of bet like that is kind of cool. In football, in American football, it's like betting the favorite with the over. But, yeah, I like that. 3.6, my God, you got to like that. I mean, obviously there's a reason why it's 3.6, but and you need both things to happen. But this is the type of game that can happen.
Yeah, so run us through then the tips that you've got for us today.
The over, again, is the best bet in this particular game for a small amount. And then the both teams to score, just because it's happened 4 straight times, and like we said, it's summer. Both teams are loose. Both teams are pretty good. Both teams have scorers, and there's not many shutouts that they've had lately. So I think the over would be the best bet, and then the prop bet, both teams to score with the yes at minus $1.20 looks feasible from my end also.
Fantastic, and both priced around even money there. Kevin Stott, thank you for joining us.
Beautiful. Hey, thanks, Natalie.